What? He's so angry. What's wrong, baby? It's just a toy. Hey guys, it is Friday. I got a busy week ahead of me and kind of stressful. So I got my taxes done, mine and Zach's taxes done. I had to owe money because of Google AdSense doesn't take taxes out, so I owe money. And I don't owe a lot. I only owe about $35. Because I didn't make very much. And Zach is getting his taxes paid, but the person we had taxes done is a family friend. But we still have to owe him money for it. It's $75 a piece. So Zach owes $75 and I owe $75. That's $150 together, and then including $35 on top of that. So the reason why it's so stressful is, if you guys do not know, Zach lately has been getting his hours cut quite a bit. So any extra money that we have to put out is almost impossible for us to put out currently. And we would be able to pay for majority of that, but unfortunately I have to get my dog back into the vet again because it's been about, I want to say, a month and a half since her last visit there. I want to say that. We gave her the pills. It took about, I think, 2 weeks for the pills to go through completely. We were monitoring her. She was still drinking a lot, still going to the bathroom quite a bit, but she wasn't peeing on the floor anymore. So we just assumed maybe, okay, she just whines now because every time she whined before, she got to go outside to go to the bathroom. So we just figured she just needed to go to the bathroom and whined because of it. So she got her way to go outside instead of the regular time period we used to let the dogs out, which was quite a bit during the day anyways. But we just came into the house 3 days ago and found piss on the floor. And my mom has just recently said to me she has been drinking a lot more water again. The reason why I don't notice this is because usually I'm driving around taking Zach to work or taking my mom grocery shopping or something along those lines. I'm usually running errands. And if I'm not, I'm in my room working on videos, editing, filming, or studying of some sort. So I'm usually always really busy. I'm always keeping myself completely occupied. Something I usually did when it comes to my for my episodes. When back before I took medication, I noticed the more I kept myself busy, the harder it was for the voices to get through to me, or the hallucinations to get through to me, or the paranoia to get through to me. I was always keeping myself focused on something. It helped me. It's not going to help everyone, but that's how I coped through a lot of it. So that's what I always do now. It's inbred. I guess I can use that. It's inside of me now to always do something constantly. Sorry for the lighting. It's 3:27 in the day, so the light's right here in your face constantly. So I didn't notice she was drinking a lot more water, and we keep her in the kitchen because she's half wolf. And when she's on, for some reason, we've had carpet in our old house. She never peed on it, but for some reason she always pees in the same exact area in the living room. And this is a rented house, so we can't have her doing that. So we keep her in the kitchen, which is pretty big. We have baby doors and everything. I keep her in there. I let her out when I'm home, and she usually stays in the bedroom with me. But when I'm not home, Mom has noticed she's been drinking a lot more water and needing to go to the bathroom more again. So hopefully it's still just a UTI. It just didn't heal fully, because if it's something else, I don't think I could afford to get that problem fixed. And one of the things the doctor or the vet said to me is it's a possibility of diabetes, and I already know that dogs with diabetes, you have to give them medication, I think once a month, and it's usually really expensive. So it's just God, I mean, I would do it if I could. I'm not saying I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to get rid of my dog either, so don't put that on me. It's even more stress than we can afford right now. Because, now I got to figure out how to pay for that, and my psychiatrist bills, and my medications, and whatever else that happens to come up which now I need a new wheel for my car, which I need to keep reminding my dad to look into because he knows where to look into around here. I don't. I just been really stressed, and yes, I know we can owe the money back, by April. I'm one of those people who, if I owe money to someone, I feel absolutely indebted to the point of stress pulling out my hair kind of situation until I pay it off. That's why I hate having credit cards in any way, form. Though I've learned to cope with having credit cards because of that, okay, now I no matter what I owe money, I'm going to have to find a way to pay it off. And it's probably never, ever going to be fully paid off because I'm going to need to, when you get a little bit in there, something's going to happen because that's life. I've learned to cope with that a little bit. I just finished off paying off my Best Buy card. And it's not one of those Visas that you can go use them anywhere you want. We made sure to just use it for Best Buy. Only so we wouldn't feel tempted to go out and buy stuff with that card. And we finally paid it off. I'm probably going to wait till after April, which was the expiration date for it. And then probably buy a vlogging camera or Zach a new phone. We figured out what was wrong with his phone. Anyone who was curious or knows about his phone was having problems with charging, the connection wasn't hitting. Well, we took one of those long-nosed tweezers and we kind of messed around with the inside of it, and we pulled out a whole bunch of fabric, cotton, and after that it's been charging perfectly fine. We didn't see the fabric in there. I've looked inside of it before, the connector before, because there was one day he just couldn't get it to charge no matter what he did. So I looked inside, saw a little piece of paper in there, so I pulled out the paper, but I didn't see any fucking cotton. Sorry for my language. And he was still having problems with connecting it, but this time at least he got times where he connected and charged. So this time, we were messing around with it. I don't know why we were messing around. I think he was trying to close it to make it tighter to see if that would help with the connection, because my dad did that once for him, and it worked. And, but somehow he pulled out some, cotton or wool or something like that from, I guess, in the pockets in his, his pants, probably collected into it. And then we saw more, and we started pulling it all out. We finally got all of it out, and now it's been charging fine. So, we might not need to buy him a new phone. And hopefully he doesn't feel like he needs to get one. He says that he doesn't need to get one now. But Zach is kind of like me, where sometimes all of a sudden we feel the impulse to need to get something. And that's why he doesn't have control of the money. I kind of feel the same way, but usually it's for things that, you need to do. So I have more control of the money. But our money situation has been kind of sucky because his hours have been cut. It's because the store manager kind of, Either way, he got promoted officially. He won't start up for his new job, or the upper part of his job, until the 16th of this month. So we won't get paid. He won't get paid extra until then. But I'm going to be very busy for the next week. For me, at least. Busy for me. This sun. I am so sorry. So, tomorrow, which is Saturday, which is the days I normally go to work. I go to the auction, or to the consignment store, and I work online auctions for my dad. And my mom has a Reiki class she wants to go to at 11:30 in the morning. So, at 7 o'clock in the morning, I have to take Zach to work. Go back to sleep, because usually I have trouble sleeping. So, I try to get more sleep during the day. And then I have to wake up at 11:10. Take her to her Reiki class, go home, don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the day, don't know if I'm going to fall back to sleep, or if I'm going to just stay up and work, but then I have to go pick up my mom at 4 o'clock, pick up Zach at 4 o'clock, which likely it's close by, and she wants me to drive all the way back home, so she can get her food, let the dogs out, let them eat. I asked her, why don't you just pack up your food beforehand? I'll take it. I'll let the dogs out. I'll feed the dogs. And then we can go and I can drop you off at the auction house and I can go to the gym, because I've been trying to hit the gym as many days as possible. I skipped 4 days this week because one day Zach was really exhausted and he wasn't feeling good, so we didn't go. And the next day I was feeling really sick, I was getting really dizzy and everything like that. And then there are 2 days he had off. We usually don't go because we haven't been able to afford gas too much. Well, we do, but we're trying to save up as much as possible, so on the days off, we haven't been going to the gym. So basically, we skipped 4 days. And I gained back, somehow in those 4 freaking days, I gained back the weight I had lost. The 3 pounds I had lost. I'm so angry, because I just learned about it last night. I'm so freaking angry about it. I worked so hard. It took me 2 weeks to lose those 3 pounds, and I gained it back. And now you guys are probably like, well, it's just 3 pounds. Well, it was really hard work. I worked really hard on those 3 pounds, so don't go saying that crap to me right now. I don't get to go to the gym. I have to go all the way out of my way to get home so she can pick up her lunch, let out the dogs, and feed them. Although I can do all of that without a problem. She's like, I just feel like I need to do it. And then on Tuesday, I have to take Desta to the vet at 4 o'clock. But my mom wants us to go grocery shopping on Tuesday, which is weird because we used to go grocery shopping on Wednesdays, but she, for some reason, turned it to Tuesdays. Mind you, I don't get paid to take her there. I don't get gas or anything like that. And lately, my parents have been saying, if you have any extra money, I need you to give it to us because we can't afford, to continue paying rent. And I'm like, Mom, I don't have any extra money. We don't have any extra money. Zach can't get a job around here where we live that can pay more than what he's getting currently. He gets quite a bit of money from Walmart, but he doesn't have the knowledge or the education for the type of jobs that would require us to pay rent and everything like that, which sucks, but it's life. Currently, that's what life is. And I'm not saying he's not smart or anything, just his type of smarts is different from what they need around this area. I'm just going through a lot of issues, and I'm getting frustrated. And my mom's not the one asking for money. It's my dad, and my dad's the one who's not getting any money for his job that he's doing. He owns a business, has owned this business for a year, and hasn't got paid hardly anything. Nothing. And he's been borrowing money from a friend and everything like that. And so he's been saying, if you guys have any extra money, and the reason why he brought this up, and you guys probably don't even care about my personal life, but I'm relaying this because I'm ranting now. The reason why he said this is because Zach got paid $550 from his grandparents for his birthday because grandparents are getting up there in age and they just feel like they don't owe him anything. He helped completely repair the house and build it up and everything like that, and he's never asked anything from them, so they kind of gave him, just for some reason this year, a big chunk of money. And so I don't like to make Zach do anything else with his birthday money than what he wants to do with his birthday money, because the guy fucking earns it. He works. He's the only one in this house that's really making any money in this house. And we do pay rent. We pay $350. That's literally all we can afford. Otherwise, we can't eat groceries or get food or get my medication or take me to second. We can't do any of that. Zach took me out for dinner one night because he had the extra money to do it. And we brought the extras home. We haven't gone out to eat in months because, lately we've been having issues. Finally, when I say months, I mean since back in June or July when I first started going to the psychiatrist. And my dad's like, it looks like you guys have extra money. Why don't you give us any extra money? It would be nice if you guys... I was like, it's Zach's birthday money. I'm not going to give you his money that he got from his grandparents. I've been stressed because I feel like my dad's really pressuring us to give extra money that we do not have, except for this one time, and now my dad doesn't have it anymore. He used it on stuff he wanted to get, and so on. So, back to what I was originally talking about. We don't get paid to go take my mom to grocery shopping, and I'm not asking to, but I used to back in Florida, where whenever they needed to go grocery shopping, which was every week, I would get paid $5 or $10 for gas. Which back then was not that much because back then I drove a truck. But now I drive a small car. It's perfect because I only pay $25 for gas. But she's making me drive all these places on Tuesday before I have to take Tessa to the vet, which I have to go back out, take Tessa to the vet. And it's just can I just... And Tuesday is the one day guaranteed that Zach has off for the week. So it's really we need to do what we want to do on that day because we don't know what the next day is for his day off. I'm sorry for the light again. So I'm just super stressed. I'm just complaining and ranting, and I'm sorry. So I don't know if I'm going to be filming for the next 2 days. So if not, I hope to see you guys next week.